When I say worst quarterback to win a Super Bowl, who do some of you think of? Because some recency bias, some may wrongfully say Jalen Hurts. And I'm an Eagles fan. I can admit it was one of the more lackluster quarterback seasons we've seen. But I mean, I grew up and I've seen quarterbacks like Trent Dilfer or Joe Flacco. Even, I mean, if we want to go back, my dad used to talk about Doug Williams. I mean, he wasn't a great quarterback. I mean, he let him tell it. He was one of the greats. But that's not the point of this video today. We're here to shed light on a more unanimously beloved quarterback. And just to show that it wasn't always just sunshine and roses for them. I'm here to talk about the sheriff, Peyton Manning. Just to give a little background or context on the situation, I'm referring to Peyton Manning's 2015 season, as some of you may have rightfully thought. And a little background or context to this is, none of this is technically his fault. Manning is 39 years old. He's had surgery on his neck more than one time in the past 5 years. He can't feel his throwing hand when the temperature drops too low. This man has no business playing professional football. Yet here we are, days away from Super Bowl 50. And Manning is scheduled to start against the Carolina Panthers. Remarkable. Does anyone remember this? The Super Bowl against the Panthers? It was different than playing in a normal big game. It was the Super Bowl, after all. And it's a lot different from playing in it to be actually winning the Super Bowl. And that was only, at that point in time, something Peyton Manning had only done once. And let's be honest, statistically speaking, the 2015 version of Manning will be one of, if not, the worst quarterbacks to ever compete in the Super Bowl. And that's via 538. That's not just my quote. Just some stats to put it more into context. The Sheriff ranked 27th in completion percentage, 27th in yards per game, 35th, aka last out of all qualifying quarterbacks in interception percentage, and 32nd in touchdown percentage. We can do a slow reveal of all the stats, and as you can see initially, it's my goodness. Overall, he had a couple good games here and there, but the whole season, I want to say he threw no more than 15 touchdown passes. You can correct me in the editing the video for that, but I know it was an abysmal year. My brother, who also is working on this channel with me, is a Broncos fan, and while I'd love nothing more than to down the Broncos this whole video, I can't do that. They made it to the Super Bowl after all. And I mean, as much as I would love to talk trash about Peyton Manning, I'm also a fan of Peyton Manning. So I'm here to make it more so of a Broncos defensive highlight reel. Not only did we mention they had a phenomenal defense led by Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, and their no-fly zone, which featured Aqib Talib and Chris Harris Jr. They were a simple yet demoralizing unit. Wade Phillips, their defensive coordinator at the time, ran a simple scheme. One gap man coverage, and boy did it work that year. They ranked number 1 in defense, first in passing yards allowed, and sacks. They were also top 5 against the run and scoring defense. Yeah, Peyton Manning had a terrible year this year. No one can deny that. But the Broncos defense was so good, it just, oh my goodness, it could have carried anyone. And let's see, they're so good considering the fact that they're up there with some of the great defenses, the 2002 Bucks. I mean, even the 2023 Eagles defense. They carried a quarterback. Oh yeah, I finally got the stats for it. He threw 9 passing touchdowns throughout the whole regular season. Like I said before, this was by no means a slight to Peyton Manning. He's easily a top 3 quarterback of all time, in my opinion, and should be remembered as such. This is just acknowledging the statistical anomaly of the season that it was his passing numbers. And people want to down on Jalen Hurts. I mean, 9 touchdown passes for Peyton Manning is abysmal. But, again, I had to add context because no one wants me to hear it. I'm not going to trash Peyton Manning without context. But I do have to mention, let's take, for example, the quarterback touchdown percentage. Everybody knows the legendary Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel. He had a better touchdown percentage and touchdown to interception ratio to Peyton Manning. Guys like Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Bradford, and Blaine Gabbert that year all had better seasons than the Sheriff. But he was the one holding the Lombardi. Injuries may have made that season straight out of hell for him, but his defense took it as a challenge. And the Sheriff was so great for so long that it was time for someone else to carry the load. So I did all this to showcase that Jalen Hurts' season is nothing to scoff at. And it's okay to be carried or to have a team, the supporting cast around you to work your way towards that Super Bowl. And it's okay that sometimes it takes a great team. Most of the time, it takes a great team to win it all. So I just want the hating on Jalen Hurts to end. I want us to enjoy the Super Bowl and give him credit for where he's won. And this is by no means the worst quarterback performance we've ever seen make it to the Super Bowl.